What are the YouTube family? It's your boy Rob, and today we back with another podcast episode. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. That video was November or December. Because all the other ones we did, I never posted because it was always like some malfunction or something.
Oh.
But the according to like either the audio was messed up or it just wasn't good. You know the video we did, the quiz stuff we did.
Mm-hmm.
The audio was messed up on that too.
Damn. Audio. Damn.
And I feel like with that one, it was like
I won too. That's
No,
yeah.
I beat you the first time though. So
it was like I made it more difficult than I should have. Like we had two cameras. I was over there. Y'all was over here.
Uh-huh.
I could have been right here and we just used one camera.
I know.
And
Yeah.
then we could have just done it like that. But I was trying to be more advanced than where we at right now. And
The editing was messed up?
Yeah, it was just too hard and just the audio was mixed up, cutting it and stuff. It was just harder than it should have been.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But we back, yes sir.
We back in action.
How you been? We know how he been. He's just disabled right now.
I've been chilling, man. I've been chilling on my grind, watching basketball, watching my guy Harden. Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that is very creepy.
It's creepy as hell.
No.
How you been?
You know, I've been straight. You know, getting back right.
Respect.
You know, trophy.
Nah, I'm back now. I'm ready.
Not stronger than me though.
They didn't have to put a cast on you or anything, huh?
Nah, I'm too good for that. No cast. Too good for all that.
Did you cry?
No, man.
You cry. You just shed not one tear.
I done too many drugs.
You was messed up.
I was on some good drugs.
The drugs was hitting?
It was great.
It put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Respect.
But y'all know why we here, man, talking about the first round of playoffs. There's not a lot of series to talk about, but there's some that, we gotta hit points, and the biggest one we gotta hit is the Lakers. Lakers lose to the Suns 4-2. We're gonna start off with the Laker fan here and Darian. Tell us how you feel about first of all, tell us how you felt about the Lakers overall season.
It wasn't a good season. I knew they wasn't gonna win nothing. Probably by once end of March, April hit, I knew they wasn't gonna win nothing. They was just too hurt. They only had a 6-week off season. That's not no real off season. They didn't have no real time to rest up their body. They had to get right back in a basketball shape 6 weeks later after
winning the championship
in a bubble, playing like every other day, and it was all banged up in the finals. So, Anthony Davis was never right this whole season. Even at the beginning of the season, he wasn't playing good. He got hurt. Then LeBron got hurt. Schroeder was in COVID protocol. Andre Drummond was new to the team. It was just a lot going on.
You know what I'm hearing? A lot of excuses.
It's the same guy who swear if Chris Paul never was injured, they would have beat the Warriors.
We in a totally different situation right now. The Lakers, let's say what it is, they was a failure. Losing in the first round after the defending champs to the Suns.
That sounds like a real Laker hater.
No, I'm not hating at all. You just not calling it what it is. That's what it's saying. Like
Anthony Davis was averaging 34 points before he got hurt.
Okay, it don't matter. But they lost at the end of the day, Your
reasons don't make sense.
They don't at all.
I promise you, if I'm saying because you guys are saying that you guys are giving the Lakers too much excuses. If the Heat were to won last year and they lost in the first round, which they did, you would be like, oh, the Heat team, that was disappointing or whatever. Just call it how it is. The Lakers season was disappointing.
It's disappointing off of injuries.
Off of injuries, like I already said, they wasn't. I knew they wasn't gonna win nothing.
You can't get the team chemistry right and just overall health right when your team is out, when your star players are out, and then you add new pieces.
Yep.
Ben McLemore, they try to get him minutes and stuff like that, and then you have too many bigs.
The Lakers will be back next year. Like
I don't think so.
They'll be back in
so?
championship contender next year. They will.
They will probably be the same 5th or 6th seed in the West.
No, they won't. You're crazy. It's not 5.
You're talking about a fully healthy
It's not
team?
5 or 6 teams better than the Lakers.
I can name them.
No, you can't.
Next year.
You can't name 5 or 6 teams.
I can name them.
Name 5 or
Please.
6 teams better than Lakers.
Like all in the West.
In the West.
Yes.
Warriors.
We got to see how Clay comes back.
Clay's coming back.
It
It don't even matter. Clay coming back even. He's not even. He's not using
better.
his legs. He was never a jumper like that anyway. He's a shooter.
I wouldn't say they're better. I would say maybe just.
They have a
better.
potential bigger upside than the Lakers next year.
No, they don't.
I think so.
They come to a player who just had an ACL and an Achilles tear.
Yeah.
But so did KD.
No, KD
He
only
only
had
had
ACL.
he only had an Achilles.
Achilles, yeah.
No
Achilles?
ACL.
Yeah, he only had Achilles.
No. Well, but he wasn't even a jumper.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
a shooter.
He's a defensive guy too.
He was a shooter, and
He
they
was a
don't
defensive
need
guy.
that same defense.
He
I
was
don't
a-
think so.
They will need that same
Yes,
defense.
they
We
will.
saw it this year.
If they trade Kelly Oubre, then probably, which they probably will trade Kelly Oubre,
He's a
but
free
still,
agent, I think, isn't he?
no, they still have
I'm
him.
not aware.
They can still trade him,
They'll probably get rid of him.
but they probably will. But
How
and
do
they have
get rid of
Andrew
Kelly
Wiggins.
Oubre? Unless I'm getting back another 3
I
and
mean,
D
they
player,
have the what's it called
Because
pick too, so they might trade.
they only
Heck
have
is
that pick if
It's not
a
gonna be top
top
3. I don't think
three?
it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be top
They
3.
have the second worst record, or they have the second or
no, they
third.
didn't. No, they didn't. They weren't top 3. I think they were like 4th. Right now, they're projected to get the 4th pick.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a L. They hoping for a top 3 for sure.
I know Houston. I know
But they'll probably
Detroit.
trade that. I'm not gonna lie.
I know Houston, Detroit, and I think the Cavs were worse than them.
No way. Cavs are a weird team because they start the season off good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. This is how I feel about the Lakers season.
Mhm.
I don't think it was meant to go back to back.
You don't think so?
No. Because just from the jump,
Mhm.
they have to play. The fact that they have to play 2 months, no rest. 2 months later, no rest. That was already set up for failure. Right? No Bron Tire. You're 18. He got more miles on his body than every other player ever. That's just how it is.
Yeah, Anthony Davis was already hurt. In that
Anthony
finals.
Davis was hurt.
He
had his
re-aggravated
Achilles
injury.
injury.
He re-aggravated his Achilles injury.
So it's like it was set up for failure from the jump. The moment AD got hurt, it just wasn't good.
Okay, I understand.
And then I just felt like with all let's say the in and out of the rotations and stuff for players, which didn't happen until late in the season. It was impossible for them to just build chemistry together on the court.
I get that 100%. But every team battles adversity. Every team goes through a little bit of, banged up here, banged up there. Every team has to, goes through their little issues. And I'm not saying that the
Little
Lakers
issues.
I'm not saying that the Laker issues were bigger than some others, but I felt like this team, they dealt with injuries, but I felt like they were good enough to at least go second, third round.
Yeah, but
First
then
round
AD
exit.
gets injured in the first round.
No, but first round exit.
AD
You don't think
gets
that
injured in the
you don't
first
think
round.
that you don't think that this team can't do it without AD?
I don't think
No,
that
but
team
it's
is
also
built
it's
to
more
play
it's
without
more
KD.
it's more than that. It's not just that. Dennis Schroeder was in COVID protocol at the end of the season. Like his
But
whole
he
rhythm-
played. He played off.
He played,
all
but
season.
yeah,
but
but
he that was his first game or second game back from protocol.
Yeah, he played terrible this series. He had a horrible series.
No, he did. I honestly think that Dennis Schroeder was a bad pickup for the Lakers to begin
I
with.
won't say he's
I
a
won't
bad
say he's a
pickup
bad- I'll
because
say-
the total and without injuries,
I'll say he
I
just-
think they would
He
have
just
fine.
didn't pan out right.
Yeah,
I think that they needed like a more of a shooter.
they gonna
in
go
that-
get
in that
my
point.
dog Lonzo.
Heck no.
Lonzo back to LA.
No,
Heck
I don't
no.
think they need him.
Everybody can use Lonzo.
I'd rather them just re-sign.
Dennis Schroeder.
Tucker.
They got to trade Tucker if they want a star.
No, I'm not trading Tucker.
I'm trading Tucker.
For what star? What
If I
star
can
is
get
he?
Bradley Beal, he's
They're
gone.
not getting Bradley Beal.
If I can get Bradley Beal,
They have no trade assets to get Bradley Beal.
Niggas, they be like Kuz.
Nobody likes
Kuz at
Kuz.
a
Laker fans don't even like Kuz.
Kuz at a first round pick for
No.
Bradley Beal. Kuz first round pick. Taylor for Kuz Taylor first round pick for Bradley Beal.
Not enough.
That shit. They had the same deal for fucking Dame. I'm like, you're not getting Dame. You're not swapping Dame and Kuz. That's not happening. It's not happening. That's just illogical.
Kuz isn't even a starter on most NBA teams.
Exactly.
So
But then I remember hearing something. It was like, if Kuz was on a bad team, he can average 20.
no, he can't.
That was the funniest shit to me.
No, he can't.
And if he did,
You
it
don't
would be
think
on
so?
terrible percentage.
Yeah.
You don't
he
think
did
so?
If he averaging 20, you're the worst team in the NBA.
30%. Like if he was on the Rockets,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
right? Like he would
The
have
worst
had
team.
shoot.
Yeah, Kevin Porter, he was doing
The
good.
worst team in the NBA.
But like I was like, somebody said that shit one day. I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
And I knew he wasn't gonna. I would say this though. Who's in a regular season when the team played, or even games where they weren't really healthy, he played his role the right way. Hustle points, hustle rebounds, always making the extra moves.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
down
just-
the stretch of the things, when they bringing back LeBron and AD, he was still trying to do what he was doing when they were out, and it just didn't pan out right. And he had a bad series. He missed all his shots, basically. But he also had possessions where he got them extra points, and that's what he's there for.
Yeah.
So I will say that he's bad. We've been saying this since his second year,
They need to get rid of him.
but
I think he's got to go for sure.
I don't think so.
and then Rob
They're
Pelinka,
not gonna get
Rob
rid of
Pelinka
him.
also came out and said that he wants to keep the core. He believes that
The core
this
is
team
only,
could have won.
you know what the core is, right?
LeBron.
The
LeBron
core
and
is
AD.
LeBron is AD. That's the core. That's it. Everybody else is replaceable.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the Suns shouldn't have been able to beat this team though. When it comes down to it, like even with or without AD, I felt like LeBron should have been enough to do it.
But
LeBron was not.
but
enough to
year
do it.
18,
when you're
coming
role
off an
players.
ankle injury,
He-
Bron's supposed to be able
He
to
clearly
beat them.
wasn't healthy still from that.
No, I
ankle
understand
injury.
that.
So
Like
you wanna.
oh, who does the Suns have besides Devin Booker and
They
Chris?
have a
Chris
good
Paul wasn't
coach.
even he was out with his shoulder, you know.
But
But
Chris
like
Paul
that.
was perfectly
He
fine.
was
Game
playing.
4.
He was playing.
Game 4, he came back
If
and it
you're,
was Chris
if you're
Paul.
out there playing, then that's no excuse.
So then don't give LeBron excuses.
Cameron
Don't give
Payne
LeBron
was an
excuses.
all-star this series. Cameron Payne,
Yeah.
he's when he came back last season, he was already like nice. Like he was like, okay,
But
Cam, I see you.
the thing is,
His
even
series, he was going
even
crazy.
with Chris Paul hurt, okay, they still have Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton.
Exactly. And they surrounded with a good defender in Mikal
Yeah.
and Jay Crowder, who's 3-and-D specifically. Cam Johnson.
I hate his game so much.
Who?
Crowder. All he does is foul to me. He's like Patrick.
That is
Beverley
true.
to me.
Crowder was doing a great job on LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Johnson.
All he does is hack. That's it.
Bro, like they got a good team and coaching. I'm telling you, they coach.
Yeah,
Monty Williams is
Williams
a
is a good
great
coach.
coach.
Yep.
But wasn't this his like first playoff win?
It was his first playoff win, but this was his first head coach job.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So
He was the assistant coach with Chris Paul with the Pelicans, like 2000.
Yeah. he's doing a good job.
Exactly.
So
Okay. So do you have the Suns moving on to at least the
No.
conference final?
no,
They
I have
get
them
the Nuggets.
losing.
I think it's gonna be a good series.
I got the Denver beating them.
So you got Nuggets going to the conference finals?
Yep.
The Nuggets are good without Jamal Murray too.
Which is the surprise for me, right?
You
like
think
I
so?
thought,
Because he's
I
the
thought
best-
they
they
were
still have
gonna
their best
compete,
player.
but I'm like, I thought Portland.
You know
Let's
what
move
it
on
is?
to Portland. Let's do that. Moving on to Portland, like going against Portland versus Nuggets. I'm like, dang, CJ, Nurkic,
No Murray.
Robert Covington with no
See-
Murray. I'm like, y'all got a good chance. This is your time. This is literally.
the same
This is literally the perfect time for y'all to win,
No.
and y'all come up short like this.
No.
And my man Dame did everything he could.
Dame was cooking.
See,
But it just didn't matter. it
Dame
seemed like.
was
See,
E-team.
this was expected to me. I had Denver winning this series anyway because I never thought the Blazers were that good anyway. Like they have Dame, but other than that, CJ McCollum, if he can't score, he's useless. He can't play defense.
Yeah, that is true.
He's an undersized two.
So that's my question for y'all. What is the next move for the Blazers? Right? What moves do they need to make? To
Well, they
become a
already fired
championship
their hired
contender?
their head coach.
Honestly, to me, there's nothing they could do. Like,
There's nothing they can do.
there's nothing they could do.
No trades they can make.
I don't see it.
You don't think so?
Do you think?
I mean-
I said on Twitter that was the last game CJ and Dame were on the same.
Oh
team.
yeah, they need to get rid of him. Like
Who? CJ?
CJ and
or
Dame.
Dame?
CJ.
They got to get rid of Dame.
No, they gotta get rid of CJ.
And that's what I meant. They got to get rid of
They gotta get
CJ.
rid of CJ immediately.
But where would CJ go?
Doesn't
He
matter.
can go
gotta
anywhere
He can go
where he
anywhere.
doesn't need to be the secondary scorer.
But that's the thing. Nobody's available for a trade like right now. I mean,
That's what I'm
as of right
thinking.
now, nobody's available. We'll see.
We'll see when the offseason comes by.
But like, I mean, what do they really have when you think about it? Like, they have Dame, CJ, they don't fit
I just
together.
thought they role players were like, the
role
Norman
players?
Powells, the Robert Covington, who else?
But Nolan Powell came later
Nurkic.
on. Like, they should keep him, but...
I just thought Robert Covington was a piece they needed, right, in the defensive presence of the game. But, like, even his presence was like, it just didn't matter.
And also, like Nuggets, they played a great game too.
They did.
Michael Porter was doing great.
And they
Eric Gordon
role
was
players
doing
of the
great.
Nuggets stepped up.
Their defense is not good either, Portland.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well,
And it was
not
that,
good.
and we're gonna find out if that was Terry Stotts, it's like his defensive scheme or whatever. But that's not even the thing. Like,
You think it's
still
the
gotta
players'
come down to
ability
the
just not being able to
I
play?
think this team
Yeah.
is like gotten as far as they can go. Like, honestly, they went to Western Conference Finals once. That's as far as they can go.
Who was it against the Warriors?
Like,
Yeah,
do you really
it was
think
the
they're
Warriors.
just as they can go to the they can make it out of the West
I think Dame is good enough to get a team out
I think, yeah.
to the conference
I
finals.
think so.
to the conference finals
Yeah.
in the West
Yeah.
with his team.
Not right now. With this team, no.
With this team,
I
no.
think
That's what I'm
Dame
saying.
trade him to a different team. Yes.
Oh no, I'm talking about with this team.
Oh, with this team, no. The West is too stacked.
okay, I think
put him in
he
the
gets to
East.
the
He can
semis.
get to the second round.
I think Dame is good enough to get the team to the semis.
That's not saying much. You make it to the second round. If you that's. You think he want to go to the second round?
No, he doesn't. He wants a ring. Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
everybody wants a ring,
But that's the thing. So like Dame has already came out in like interviews and stuff and said he's not leaving. Like he's never gonna request a trade.
He says that now. Everybody says.
But didn't
And
he
I
post
said that
something on
too the other
Instagram
day.
saying
He
how
posted
long?
something.
How
Yeah.
long shall I stay?
That's why I don't like when athletes say that. Like, I'm never leaving this team.
Yeah, because like you can
That's
change
a
them.
that's
You
a
gonna
heat of the
change them.
moment statement. Like,
Yeah.
You know how many players have said that? Kyrie Irving said he doesn't want to leave Boston. Anthony Davis said he doesn't want to leave. Zion said he doesn't. He loves New Orleans.
Yeah, like if you're not winning, you're gonna leave. Like it's just the natural competitor in you.
You think Dame's not thinking about leaving the Blazers right now?
Oh, he got to.
It's in his mind.
Well, if you were Dame, like, would you want to leave? Like,
would ask for a trade, yes.
hear me out. Like Dame, his whole like motto was, like people love him because he's so loyal too, because he stayed loyal to his team and he works hard, right?
Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when your career is over, you know what people are gonna say about you.
Your rings.
Yes.
Yeah,
English is the worst.
What does Charles Barkley always say to? What does Shaq always say to Charles Barkley?
Ring.
Exactly. That's what every player like. What is people's gonna be biggest gripe with Carmelo? He can never win it.
Yeah.
Like,
Hella players.
Yeah,
Thankful
great
for their
player, but
presence in the league. One of some of the great players, but just
Yeah.
That's
It's not. It's not his ability, because I'm damn sure he can get a ring any other team. He's
hey,
on.
Carmelo, go take your time to Los Angeles. You got a good chance over there. Big trust.
They don't want it.
What happened?
You got my keys in your pocket.
I don't have your keys. Why would I have your keys?
Because I can't find them.
No, I haven't been to your car.
But yeah, I feel like Dame,
fault.
any other team, he's definitely gonna be better than what he is now. I mean,
Of course, yeah. Like,
but would he be able to do what he does now?
Yeah, he
can
can do whatever. He can do with
Yes,
his game forever.
he can, but
honestly,
the thing is, I don't want him to wait till it's too late to ask for a trade. Like, I want him.
'Cause
He's not gonna do it this
30.
off season. I think he's 30.
I think he's 30.
I think he's 30.
Year 12, I believe.
No,
He came in before or after
9.
Kyrie.
I think he's 9. He's 9 years in.
Exactly 9, and just already, it's just great. Hall of Famer already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want him to wait till it's too late. Like, okay, he probably won't ask this off season, but once this next year, and if they
Like
still
James
haven't
Harden.
done anything, yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Like James Harden said the same thing. He don't want to leave Houston. He wants to win in Houston.
He was like, y'all niggas is trash. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Out of here.
So
Yeah,
I
but
think-
the Portland Trailblazers are better than the Rockets without Dame. Do you think so?
no,
No.
they're one
The
of the
Portland
worst.
Trailblazers are better without
If you take Dame off of the Trailblazers,
They're
and you
just as
take
bad.
Harden off of
They're
the,
just as bad as the Rockets.
You think so?
Yes, they're just as bad as the Rockets.
you don't
They're
think CJ McCollum can?
They're not a playoff team.
No, hell no, hell no,
Not
hell
a
no,
playoff
hell
team.
no, hell no. Yeah,
I think CJ's still gonna give you 25.
yeah. CJ's gonna be like
give me
a Bradley
25.
Beal. I
If
feel
CJ's
like.
giving you
yeah.
25 and your team is not good.
We move on to another team. Just one in the East. You feel me? Let's talk about the Celtics. They lost to the Nets. It was obvious. Everybody knew that.
Yeah,
It was a
everybody knew,
gentleman's
yeah.
sweep. Great series from Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's a
I said
dog.
on Twitter that he was in his bag every game, bro. Every time he touched the ball, he was in his bag.
Yeah.
He gave him the best.
He could
just of himself. Like he was giving them the best of himself.
He might be a top 5 scorer in our league. Right?
Man,
even KD said
like,
that. He said KD was like, I went against LeBron, Kobe,
and like he said, Jason
Tatum is one of them.
I would say he's a top 5 scorer in the NBA.
Right now, yeah, for sure.
I was wondering like it would have made a difference in the series. I think if JB was there, but if JB was there, they would have. Yeah,
I don't think they would have.
Right.
I don't think they would have won an extra game or anything. They might have still only won one game, but it would have been more
entertaining. But so as we talk about the Blazers, what's the next move for the Celtics? You feel me? They got Kemba, JB. They got their two stars.
I think the first move is to get Kemba Walker out of there immediately. They need to get him out of there. I was watching the game. I turned to the game when I got home. I was like, "Oh, Celtics are winning." I was like, "Oh, Kemba Walker must have showed up." He had 4 points.
Yeah,
I was like, man.
The weird thing about it, it'd be like this all season.
No, Kemba used to be so good though. Like
I knew
when he had no choice.
I knew he wasn't a good fit because
be like that.
For one, like his play style doesn't fit their play style because like Jason Tatum is a primary ball handler. He likes to call ISOs and run his plays. Kemba Walker likes to do the same thing.
Exactly. He's not a playmaker.
If he's not in rhythm, he can't just get going like that. He's not that type of player.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I thought Kemba Walker was gonna be so good.
I knew they of course like Kemba and Hornets. With the Hornets, he was a good point guard.
Yeah.
Right. He had no choices. Yeah. Only him. He was gonna be good. He wasn't better than Kyrie. That the swap of them.
Nope.
Like people were always saying Kemba better than Kyrie, so it would have been better.
That was a terrible move. That was a terrible move by
y'all lost.
Yeah.
That was a terrible move.
Especially him not doing a signing trade or anything like that during that whole season. Just was.
He should have went to the Knicks.
Because he could have got what he would have done. Like he would have done what he wanted to do.
He should have went to the Knicks.
Yeah. Him and Julius Randle, you think?
Yeah, they wanted him. He should have went to the Knicks.
I didn't know that.
But D Rose was definitely a better pickup than do that. Do the Knicks still?
I think they could have both of them.
They could have both of them.
How does that work?
I would say I'd rather have Kemba Walker. I'd rather have Kemba Walker than Elfrid Payton.
Who's that starting role?
Elfrid Payton.
Elfrid Payton started all year. Derrick Rose came off the bench.
And then Kemba Walker's. So you move Elfrid Payton to the 2.
Elfrid Payton wouldn't be on the team.
He wouldn't.
Oh, he was. Oh yeah.
He wouldn't have been on the team.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I thought Kemba Walker with that Celtics team was going to be so great. You know, they were looking. I felt like their upside. They had Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. You feel me? Kemba Walker. I thought that was going to be the 3. You know, like a good 3.
But then I noticed at a 5'10" point, I kind of disrespect him. He's like 5'11". But I'm like Kemba, his game just. I don't know if it's fit for that.
No, it's not. And the thing is,
and it just don't fit together.
No, and the thing is, they have Jason Tatum playing a 4. He's a 3.
Man, like y'all need.
We were talking about that too.
Daniel Tice, so I was like, why get rid of
Daniel
Daniel Tice? Because he's a stretch big.
They have no big man,
and it's just like it's confusing. Like your big at times was Grant Williams,
and they traded for Evan Fournier. I don't know what that was about.
It was just.
But don't you think that? I feel like my fault.
Not even a tougher. Like they rebuild it in a way, not really, but like they got a new. That's the operation. Brad Stevens is it now, and they got to get a new coach. So it's like
my thing was, why trade for Evan Fournier? Why not try and trade for like Wendell Carter Jr. or somebody like that?
Somebody big.
Like you need.
I think they want to go with freaking Robert Williams.
But I think they want to go with their small ball.
Robert Williams is good too.
I think that small ball works for that team.
But then you would not be playing a 4.
You would think
you don't
that
think so?
James Harden showed you that don't work. The Rockets showed you. As good as they did in the regular season, maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't good at that in the regular
season.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
They used to be such a good defensive team. Now it's so easy to score now.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
It's not like Jason Tatum could play high level defense at all times because he exerts so much energy on the offense.
Yeah, you're so right.
So it's like,
and he's playing off. He has to guard that either that 3 or that 4.
Yeah, he's not guarding like the week 1 or something.
Exactly.
He got to guard them. So it's an unfortunate.
It's putting pressure on Jason Tatum to be great on both sides, offensively and defensively.
As young as he is, it's hard to do.
But yet again, he is doing it though. If that makes sense, he is coming up with. He is like making a name for himself. He is playing great. It's just that the team around him is not, performing up to par. I feel like if they get another, they need a great big. If they get a great big,
I think Porzingis.
Miles Turner is the.
You say Miles Turner for everyone.
Bro, Miles Turner is the perfect fit for every team, bro. Every team should go after Miles Turner.
I think Porzingis will work well with them too.
Porzingis, well, Porzingis defensively though, right? The problem is defense, and
the problem is height. I feel like height and a key presence.
Yeah.
Like they don't have nobody.
They don't
Like
have
the tallest person right there was
the
Jason
tallest
Tatum.
player on that team was Jason Tatum because I think Tristan Thompson is 6'8",
Yeah.
and Jason Tatum like 6'9".
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
They need at least once.
Like, look at that lineup.
Oh, they do have a 7-footer.
I will say that sometimes when I'm watching JT on the offensive end, he looks 6'10", bro. He'd be just.
They say he is 6'10".
Yeah.
He came out and said, "Nah." He said, "No, I'm not 6'10".
No,
But
in the
somebody
beginning of the
reported,
season, yeah.
somebody
yeah.
reported that he's 6'10". Yeah, but he's not 6'10". He's 6'9".
Yeah.
But he be playing like 6'10", bro. He just be shooting over everybody. It just be so silky smooth. I'll be like, ooh.
Yeah. Jeez. But that Nets team was just too good for that Celtics team, to be honest. There was no reason. I felt like that team, like nobody even had it in their mind that the Celtics were going to even win that series. When they even won that, what was it, game? It was game 3
Game
that they
3.
won. When they won game 3, it was like, whatever.
Yeah,
Let me ask you guys something. This is on the thing. It just came to my head. How did y'all feel about the whole Kyrie situation and like when he stepped on the logo and stuff?
I mean, fans do that all the time. Like, look at in football, Juju dances on people's
Touchdown.
Like,
I mean,
it's
just a form of
games.
people do that. Like, he's not. That happens more than you think it happens.
Exactly.
So I don't know why they tried to make that to a big deal.
Yeah, they just trying to paint a picture. I feel like.
I want to tell y'all this because I feel like people don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I know this because I listen to players. I tell you all the time, I'm a fan of the players. You feel me? So Kyrie, yes, when he was with Boston, when he said that if you guys will have me, I will come back. He genuinely meant that, right? He genuinely meant that. I told mom, I had this conversation with my mom. You know what happened after that happened? After that, a couple weeks after that, like right before the regular season, his grandpa passed away. Right? Mind you, he's very close to his family. Very close to his family. He loves them more than basketball itself. So when his grandpa went, he just lost the love of basketball for a moment. He wanted to come back home and be with his family. How you hate the man for wanting to be with his family?
It's just, that's how fans are. They just like,
yeah.
They just want to hate him. Like, everybody wants to hate Kyrie just because it's the cool thing to do.
Exactly.
To hate him. Like,
I don't understand why people, like fans are weird, bro. Like, why are you hating people you don't know?
I mean, it got to the point. I feel like he started receiving hate once he left LeBron, and he said that stuff about LeBron.
Yeah. Everybody was hating on him.
Yeah, it's like ever since he started saying that stuff about LeBron.
Not just fans, the media too.
Yeah, they try to paint they paint a picture. Because I'm pretty sure, like, even the Celtics players, like, they mess with him.
The league.
Yeah, they love
Kyrie.
Yeah, they love him
because they know Kyrie.
Even the way he dresses, you feel me? Like, you can tell
he's the vice president of the Players Association.
Exactly. You could tell, like, even like when you're walking into the arena, like, I can tell he's just not that type of guy that they try to.
Exactly. He's just a cool person.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And I feel like this was the year, or maybe last year, he finally found himself.
Yeah.
He found who he is as a person.
Yeah. He found his
passions and everything.
And I honestly think he's like, that team is happy too.
He's happy, bro.
I'm happy. He wants to be involved more in the community.
Kyrie got 50, 40, 90 this year. He's like the 6th player or something like that. And because he was happy, he was focused, and he was home. Yeah. That matters, man.
He's from Jersey. He's in Brooklyn.
Jersey.
Yeah, he is home basically.
That's what matters. Like, I always tell people. I told my mom this. We were talking about Kyrie. I was like, she was saying that they should trade him. Like, some stuff. I was like, I told my mom this. If they trade Kyrie Irving, Kyrie will retire.
I don't think so.
If he gets traded from Brooklyn, Kyrie will retire.
But they would never trade him though.
No, I think that is a good point. He's so to the point where like he feels like basketball isn't his whole life.
Exactly. Like he's the second option, really.
He's made enough money in his NBA where his family family is good.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's involved in his community. So he
speak up on social justice every day.
So basketball isn't his like main priority.
But basketball is him though. You have to realize he's been playing basketball.
Oh yeah, he loves the game.
He loves the game. That's not the question.
The game isn't his.
Is that the main thing now?
It's not his main
focus right now.
Like it might be his.
I'd say like he needs a ring first though before he leaves.
He got a ring.
Oh, he do got a ring. I'm
He got a
tripping.
ring.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like you know how he's
With
like
the Nets?
Yeah, with the Nets.
He does want to win one with the Nets.
Like with him, not by himself, but like that's a team that he orchestrated. Like he had a.
He's a Kobe guy. He's still very competitive when he's on the court.
100%.
Like
when he's on the court, basketball is the main thing.
Yeah.
He
Off the
still
court,
loves the
basketball
game.
may not be the main
very
thing.
competitive.
I feel
He's still gonna put in the work to be the best player he can.
You don't.
And you expect.
You don't have to. You don't have to be like about the game 24/7 to be a great player.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
That's that old school mentality.
No, you're so right. To do that. You're so right. You're so right.
The last thing for me, the Clippers Mavs is on Game 7 tomorrow. That's gonna be early. Everybody's gonna tune in.
I got the Mavs. You know.
You say you're a Mavs just because you're a Clipper hater. I got the Clippers.
Okay.
Let's go Clippers.
I guess I'm the decision maker. I'm going with the Mavs, but the reason I'm gonna go with the Mavs is the way the series has played out so far, and it seems like every road team has won. I think this will be the first time in NBA history where only the road team has won every game and won the series.
I will say this.
Oh, so
like when Clippers had the home court advantage, but they lost both homes. Luka and the Mavs won. Then they went home and Clippers won, and it was just back and forth from there.
I feel you.
I will say this though: if Kawhi play like that again, they're gonna win.
If Kawhi dropped that 42 on that efficiency,
does he have it in him?
He having a great
Kawhi,
series. Yeah, he do.
The way he plays that mid-range game, he got
the best mid-range.
Can he drop 40 again though? Does he have 40 back-to-back games?
I think, but here's my thing. I trust Will Carlisle to make a slight adjustment, but it's going to come down to Paul George. It has to come down to Paul George.
George I haven't even been hearing too much about him.
Because Paul George hasn't been bad. He's played good enough to be the second star. Yes. Like not the first star, but he's played good. He's put up good points as the secondary star.
Yeah.
So no playoff P.
No playoff P.
No, he's not. No.
Not after. Not after.
That's done. That's
pandemic
dead.
P.
That's dead. He'll never be playoff P again. Ever.
I will say people are trying to get Jimmy Hay going and stuff. After
hamstring. I told you hamstring is that's a nasty injury. That's a lingering injury. You know, football players, if they get that mess up your season.
No count. You off for at least eight.
No, that messes up your whole season if you have a hamstring injury. I told you. What I told you? What I tell you when you was at my house?
He's scared.
The only reason I don't take them to win is injury.
I'm scared now.
And they all not healthy.
That's why I told you.
I'm looking scared.
Kyrie and Durant should be enough to
when you re-aggravate,
but they got Drew and Chris.
That's what I'm telling you. When you re-aggravate your hamstring, that's not good.
Oh shit! I'm lucky scared.
We'll see how bad it is, but when you re-aggravate your hamstring, he might be out. He might not be out the whole series. He might return, but he's not gonna be what he is.
He coming back. It doesn't seem like it's that bad. It doesn't seem like
it's hamstring is not that bad.
It's like an Achilles. You don't see nobody list
hamstring is a lingering injury.
But I'm saying like with the Achilles, like you don't see like a physical contact on the Achilles. But it's like everybody says the same thing. It's like somebody kicked you in the back of your heel. Yeah, shit just hurt.
But hamstring is a mystery because you don't. It could happen if you injure it. Yeah, you just have to let it heal. But it can re-aggravate itself if it's still not 100%. It can re-aggravate itself. But he can.
But wasn't he already heard about it?
Yeah,
he worked and he just felt healed and he played in there.
That's why I told you a hamstring. It can come back. He might come back.
No, he's definitely gonna. It doesn't look like
that.
No, it doesn't matter if it looks like it's that. It's a hamstring injury. Hamstring injury, like it messes you up.
That's weird.
It messes you up.
Why y'all do that to me? I was having such a great day.
I told you.
It's like a groin injury. It's like a groin injury too.
No, he did say that too. That's crazy.
I told you at my house.
Dang.
I told you.
You put that bad energy out into the spirit.
Hamstring injuries.
No, you put that bad energy out to the spirit.
I'm lucky worried now.
I know hamstring.
I'm not gonna lie.
He'll come back.
Hold on. If they take game one, I am not worried about game one. Freaking game one.
Whoa.
I'm not worried about
last year in the playoffs. Anytime a game one was won, you was on them side.
No, I was, but I'm like this team is not built for is built for game to game basis. But out of a 7-game series, do you honestly think that they can beat?
I think there's. I'm gonna be so honest with you. At end of this Rob hat on, I think a 7-game series, this Bucks team, the way they played in the playoffs, can beat this Nets team.
They can, especially with a hobble James Harden.
They can 100%.
Even without a James Harden, I think the size, the matchup they have, can beat this next.
But
not in 7, not in
they
4,
would have
not
to
in 5,
play-
not in 7. I think they can do it.
They would have to play their best game every single game, and I don't
that's
think they
what
can.
they've been doing in the playoffs.
But they played against the Heat. The Heat were not that good. Let's be real.
They're not that good, but I would say the Heat were still a better defensive team.
You know why this is not gonna work right now?
Because they don't have a big man.
Because they don't have James Harden. If they had James Harden right here,
yeah,
this lineup could work.
Yeah, I understand that too. Because James, like I said, James Harden brings the playmaking. You feel me? Like he spreads the floor so much because he calls so much attention, and they leaving freaking who's that?
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin doing shit like that. Like what the hell? But anyway, it don't really matter.
That's what I'm telling you. James Harden's not gonna be 100% this whole series.
I don't think he needs to be 100% though. He has enough help to not be 100%.
He does. That's why they still can get out of the series, but just letting you know, he's not gonna be able to do the things the James Harden things he does.
They have to be able to rebound. They need DeAndre Jordan.
That step back not gonna be like it usually is.
He don't need to do the step back a lot. You feel me? He has KD and Kyrie.
That's a move. Like say they struggling, say they kind of get locked up.
He'll get 1 or 2 in, but he don't do it as much as he was doing it like on the Rockets.
Definitely not,
for sure.
What you gonna see?
That's crazy. You did say that.
I told you hamstrings.
Damn.
I told you that hamstring, and it was like nobody touched him. He was just running.
It was just running. He just did a quick like.
So that even tells you it was already even a little bit banged up.
I was watching football. Julio Jones, that's the same thing that happened to him. He was just running, hamstring. That's what it is. And he only played 4 games. So
freak that PJ Tucker.
Hamstring is.
Oh, they put PJ Tucker on Kate. Whoa, that's.
PJ Tucker's a good defender though.
No, he is.
He
He's
can't guard KD, but
he can't
be there.
No, he will.
He will.
But that's smart. I wouldn't even think of that. I thought Giannis with him, but you don't.
Hell no, Giannis not guarding KD.
No, because you don't.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up there. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 12. It's been a while. We back. We probably do another one when the round 2s is over. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'll be posting content by myself. I got the rubber mic. Oh, I got this thing. Do y'all know? Oh yeah, man. I got this thing. Talk your shit. I get on Zoom call with somebody.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Romello. Romello, we got it, man. We got to talk, man. We need you on the show.
Romello is my guy. You feel me? He stick to his shit, and I respect that. The only thing is, it's like, oh my god, that's hilarious as fuck. He threw it off the backboard. I think Romello only like look at offense. He forget about defense. You do the same thing kind of too.
Yeah, I do.
Like he only look at offense and judge his player. He forget that there's 2 sides. Of the ball.
Sides, yeah.
But he explains to me why he does that. Mm-hmm. Cause like he feels like defense is like so lackluster in the NBA now that he doesn't really care, and that's offense.
Offense is what it is.
Yeah, so he explained that to me why he does that.
Defense,
I don't even know why they keep going.
Cause that's why he don't even have like Giannis top 5 or like top 8. Like Giannis back in top 10.
Oh, he crazy.
Yeah, cause he like
Giannis top 8.
Giannis as good of a defensive player he is and stuff like that. It's just like his offense. He hate Giannis' offensive game. Him, Rudy Gobert.
He's a big man. What does he mean? Giannis is 6'11". He's a real big man.
Yeah.
That's why you got to come on the show so we can argue.
He's a real big man.
I might have to get him on the podcast one day sometime during the summer.
And Donovan too.
He not no guard.
Donovan, I got plans with Donovan too. Try to get him on to talk this shit show. Cause I'm doing.
So if you can't shoot, you're not a top 10 player.
To him,
I think so. I think so too. I agree with him.
No.
In today's NBA, all the greats, you have to be able to shoot to be great. Giannis is great, but he can't. Don't get me wrong.
He's a big man, though.
Freak that.
He's a big man.
Freak him. Honestly, I hate him right now.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Of course you hate him right now.
Hope y'all enjoy. We out. Peace.